Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham. Whoa, what did you do? What did you do? This is incorrect.
Hold on.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm so scared.
This is, what the fuck?
I was like, we've changed.
Try to do some things. Try to upgrade some shit. Everything's falling apart.
Everything is just, everything is fine. No, we're all doing fine. We're all hanging in there. Things are good. Things are good. We're trying to do the best we can to make sure things are good.
You know what? And that's the thing. Like we're all trying really, really hard right now.
Right.
And that's all I can say. I can't say anything else.
Right.
We are all trying. It is a lot to just get out of bed.
On a normal day, yes, it can be difficult, for some. I believe that.
I've been doing a lot of yoga either. So like my body is falling apart.
Oh, you haven't been.
I have not been doing it. Well, I take that like not as much as I have been. Right.
Gotcha.
And boy, howdy, like it shows in the sense of like my coworkers audibly gasp now.
What?
Whenever I've been sitting and I've been editing a video for a while,
right?
And I stand up, and the amount of cracking and popping that happens, is alarming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're that age too, where I'm sure a lot of your younger ones are like, "Oh God, is that going to be me?"
Yeah, that's what getting old's like. Yeah. I'm like, I'm 37. I'm not old.
It's not old.
It's not old.
Still feel young.
I don't know about feeling young, but like I try to keep up that chipper young boy spirit.
Yeah, it's that hopeful youth, trying to keep that as alive as you can.
And the deck is stacked against us when it comes to that, Like just the other day, like I turned on the news. And you know what I saw?
I mean, I can think I can think of many things you saw depending on the day it was, but
that's true. A vast number of things. But the thing I saw was that like there's this woman who was an elderly woman, and she was scammed by a scammer.
That's usually who does scammers.
By having to pay for something via Target gift cards.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who falls for that?
People do, man. It's a big thing. I went into a rabbit hole of watching like YouTube videos of people scamming the scammers. So like they figure out the contact information, or like they've got a burner phone and a burner email set up that gets hit with like spam calls all the time. And so they just basically reverse scam them and prank them. And now they have like millions of followers and subscribers on YouTube, which, by the way, if you haven't yet, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, because we do this show each and every single Wednesday night right here on youtube.com/BrainWreckTV. We've also got so much stuff in the archives.
So many things.
Do the due diligence. Okay.
Yeah, do your part,
Yeah, do your part. We're doing ours, providing free content once again. With little to no recognition. You're quiet.
I'm quiet, yeah, right?
You're low, See, and usually I'm the asshole. That's usually how it goes.
I think we do need some new mics.
I think we're listen.
I think we're due.
Listen, last week it was me. I was running a little loosey goosey.
You do this shit for a decade, and
I don't think it's me tonight.
Even the Mona Lisa's falling apart, as they say, right?
Yeah, sure is. But yeah, what are we doing? What do we got going on here?
Oh, yeah, right. So things are weird.
Yeah.
And I think that one thing that has kept me sane
Mhm.
through weird times has been a little show,
Mm.
TV show. It's brought myself some joy. It's brought the missus some joy. I presume it's brought you some joy.
Mhm. I have been joyful as long as we're talking about the same show. Because I don't know. I mean, like you could just throw a wild card at me and
That's
and
true.
trick
That's
me. You
right.
know.
I, of course, am talking about Fallout on the
Yes.
Amazon Prime.
Mm. Mm.
Mm,
Folks, I feel like each week now, I'm just gonna add like another Fallout thing.
mm.
You know, last week I had the shirt. Tonight got the wonderful Vault 33 hoodie. Thanks to Christy,
The Experiment Vault,
the Experiment Vault.
which, like, what's the experiment?
I mean, there's the, every vault is fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's the whole lore. It's just like every vault is fucked up. But
Mhm.
yeah, this has been we just got a new episode last night,
That's right.
which
That's
you
right.
said you watched, which I
I
was
did.
very excited about. However, when I heard that they were pushing the release schedule up, what I had thought in my head was like, oh, we're getting a new episode Tuesday and then another new episode that following Thursday, which was not the case. They are only doing the last night's Tuesday episode and then next Tuesday, which I think is unfair. I think if you're going to do something like that, you should just still stick to your regular slot on Thursday, but add that Tuesday episode.
Right.
So now I don't have to wait another week. And then I didn't realize this until today. Next week's the fucking season finale.
I realized that at the end of the episode last night. I was like, "Oh, no, there's only one more."
I didn't realize that it was the season finale because I thought they still had 3 shows or 3 more episodes.
Oh, no.
I thought we were getting 2 this week and then 2 next week.
Oh, man. That is disappointing.
That's very disappointing, but I set that up myself, so it's really nobody's fault but my own.
Mhm.
Um,
And look at you taking personal responsibility. That's
taking
something new
responsibility
nowadays.
for my own listen,
Mm.
I control my own fandom, all right? Nobody dictates how I'm supposed to feel,
That's right.
right?
Nobody should tell you how to feel.
Yeah.
And you can feel however you want to. It's trying times.
It's trying
Okay.
times. You can feel how you want to on certain things, you know.
Oh, yeah. No, there's certain
The
things that
don't
everybody
matter,
should be
you
on
know?
board,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
which is really hard.
Surprisingly or not. But yeah, we started talking about it last week, just with how good this show has been this season in particular.
Mm.
The one thing though I'm a little worried about is, and you and I talked about this briefly, not being able to tie up everything.
Yeah.
Which I think ultimately like isn't what you want to do with a show like this. But a
No,
lot of
the more
things
loose
were
ends, the better,
more loose ends the better, makes for more content. But it seems like a lot of stuff was set up that they really didn't dive into too much.
Mhm.
I'm like, I would have liked to see like a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that, you know? Because
Mhm.
I feel like there were some underdeveloped storylines introduced, which I'm sure have a payoff that they're already planning on.
Well, I hope
It
so.
could be wrong, but I
Could
mean,
be like
I would
Lost,
I would hope so. But yeah, I'm curious to know if they're gonna like cram everything in next week or maybe leave a couple things hanging and then push that to next season.
I'm sure the season finale next week will be a longer than usual episode, would be my guess,
Okay.
even if it's just by a little bit.
Mhm.
But I don't think we're gonna get the full wrap up. I do think that we are meant to have quite a few loose ends, and I don't know that we are going to see really everything that happened in the backstory, like the
No.
backstory
The backpack,
until
yeah.
probably the end of either next season or the following season.
Really?
I think that there is so much that they are going to try to drag out of this.
Mm. I'm going to Christy in the chat. It seems like they know what they're doing, so I'm sure they aren't going to fumble the finale. I don't think they're going to fumble the finale
No.
either. And again, right now, I think a situation is it's kind of a spoil of riches
Mhm.
situation where there are so many ways that they can still go, and there are so many things that they can still introduce. By not getting to everything at the time of the finale, I don't think really hurts having I don't think it hurts to have to wait
Mhm.
to see the payoff because again, there's so many angles going on right now. But to your theory that we're not going to see everything from the before times,
Mhm.
I would be surprised if they don't wrap that up by the end of next season.
Mm.
Because the way I would see it is we finally get the conclusion of everything that happened before,
Right.
or at least in terms of the main story. And then I think what that does is it kind of sets up the motivation for season 4,
Mm.
which I feel like for a lot of shows, it's always like season 1 is kind of the baseline.
Right.
And this isn't in terms of a particular story or anything like that. It's just kind of like the way the quality of the show is. So I feel
Well,
like with
it's the world building, right?
it's
It's
the
the
world,
establishment.
yeah. It's basically season 1 of any show is world building, establishing, introducing characters, introducing the rules of the
Mhm.
reality the show exists within. Season 2 is kind of where everything starts to pick up. With a lot of shows, I know this isn't for everybody, but for a lot of shows, the second season becomes like a highly regarded season because everything's established. They
Mhm.
figured out the flow, they figured out the vibe. So then season 2 is like that first push of everything is wonderful. This is the show being introduced to us at its current peak,
Right.
essentially.
Right.
Season 3 is
It's the
usually
Empire Strikes Back.
it's the
Uh,
I mean, I would actually say like a season 2 is kind of like your Empire Strikes. No, sorry, let me start that over again. A season 3 is your Empire Strikes Back.
mm.
Because again, you don't want to get everybody up to that point for like leading into a season 2. You don't want to immediately pull them back down at the end of it.
Well, no, but I mean, you ride the high of a season 1,
Mhm.
presumably either your finale is, the issue has resolved itself or the hero has at least triumphed enough to warrant further on into the mission,
Mm.
right? Where your season 2 is like, "Okay, we love our hero. We
Mhm.
know who our big bad is,"
Mhm.
and, you know, somebody's gotta go over, brother, like, get a little
See,
cheap feet, get a little
you know,
thumb to the eye, a little pull in the tights, you know what I'm saying?
I you know what? Matter of opinion,
Okay,
you know.
alright.
But again, I think next season, I think with the season 3, what they're gonna try to do is build it in a way that really pushes everybody's motivation and the entire vibe for season 4. Like I think the end of season 3 could be like a huge turning point for the show,
Oh, okay.
regardless of the direction that they're going in. I think that that's going to be kind of like a big turning point, and then you're going to see, oh my god, no pun intended, but you're going to see a big fallout between season
Fuck
4
you.
and I didn't have a better word, okay? I didn't have a better word to describe it. You know, fuck off. Let me live my life.
Freedom of speech, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you're going to see like a big kind of overarching event between 4 and 5.
Mm.
And then where do you
So,
go from there?
well, here's okay. So right now,
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3 spoilers.
Right.
We're gonna talk about the fucking show.
It's
Okay.
spoilers from here on out, folks. Yeah.
So we've been good, for goodness sake.
Yes.
Now we're getting into the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a show that would, as much as we have enjoyed,
Mm-hmm.
as much as we've loved
Mm-hmm.
the show,
Mm-hmm.
is this one of those shows? It's better off it ends after season 4.
I mean, honestly, I think any show should be that way.
Well, hold on. There
are exceptions. I'll
exceptions.
give you that.
Cheers.
I mean, that's a sure. Yes. Cheers.
There we go.
You didn't want to let that one hang. We got to give props to Cheers on this show, okay?
Danson's wonderful.
He is. I think what they'll wind up doing is if Amazon MGM if they can convince Amazon MGM to essentially open the checkbook, I think what's going to start happening is you're going to start getting spinoffs. You're going to start getting, you know, maybe some short form, you know, one shot special episodes. Christy says, okay, I'm wrong. Okay. I'm wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. It's fine.
Right.
Yeah, I think what they'll end up doing is if they decide, hey, after season 4 or after season 5, like we're like that's the end of this story for now. I think by that point you have a spinoff show with the younger characters and the younger actors, you know. You have maybe an animated series. Maybe, you know, whatever the fuck.
So within the past year, I've loaded up Fallout 4.
Oh,
okay. And if you recall, Fallout 4 takes about an hour and a half to install. And
yeah, I think so, because that's a big game.
Within the hour and a half to install, they were very smart in that they built in animation cartoons for you to watch.
Yes.
While it was installing. And those, I think, would be amazing as a cartoon series.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Of, you know, the Pip Boy, you know, doing his thing, the Vault Boy.
I think if you do 12 to 15 minute little short animated episodes, then yeah.
Maybe we'll get more of your old
Okay, yo. So I had an epiphany yesterday.
Okay, I had one too. So I want to hear yours first.
So we had finished watching the episode. And of course, I was all giddy. Whatever. And I wanted, because, you know, Kirsty and I we were talking about everything that happened, you know, with we may or may not get in the episode. We'll see, whatever. So we were talking about what happened in the episode, and then I was scrolling through YouTube just to see if there was like any conversations about the show or any like fun like Fallout related stuff. Well, I started watching these. Essentially, they're like Richard Attenborough style, like mini Fallout basically like 20-minute videos going over Fallout lore.
Oh.
Like this is the history of the Enclave. This is the history of these characters. This is the history of like this environment. But the way that they're made, it almost sounds like you're watching like a science video, or
That's wonderful.
or it's like, you know, just somebody's dad sitting on the recliner watching his war stories. So I'm literally like just sitting there enthralled watching what is the equivalent of a war documentary.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's just a guy going over Fallout lore. And I'm like, this is fucking great. Like this is my new thing. Because it's so vast. And it's a listen, I
just so hard right now. Like that hits so hard, like specifically right now in this point in history, as the difference between the generations. Like, holy fuck. Like, if there's not a more perfect fucking, like,
right.
If Picasso could put it on a canvas of the times.
I'm just saying, like, I just want to watch my war docs. Learn about the Enclave.
So does your dad's generation, but for a different reason. And we're seeing it in the streets. So
yeah, man. Why read history when you can just
Steve King in the chat here. How about if they made an animated series of Old Sheldon? Or maybe instead of it being animated, they could do it with the Muppets. Hey, Muppet Show.
Muppet Show's coming back again for the millionth time.
Fucking wonderful. More Muppets.
I love the Muppets, but at some point they're going to have to learn.
Well, first off, they need to stop fucking with the formula. Okay?
Sure. Yeah.
There's a proven fucking formula that works. We don't need your fucking modern take, okay? The fucking formula works. Okay?
Right.
You put them in regular situations and they fucking cause mayhem. That's it.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the couch playing the Switch and Kevin was watching the most monotone documentary sounding shit. And suddenly he says, I feel like Perry. You know, the amount of times I went over to Christy's house in high school and there was some fucking World War II document, like planes and dog fights.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, I don't
now just imagine that with T-50 power armor and the formation of the new California Republic.
See, that sounds wonderful.
That's
because like no one actually died.
No, it's all the story.
It's all the story. The other one is a story,
but it's a horrific one.
But it's real, man.
So that's what I was doing last night after the show.
So my epiphany. Let me tell you my epiphany.
Go ahead.
So we watched the episode last night, right? And I'm going to be perfectly honest. Not my favorite.
Okay.
It's not my favorite episode. But I had an epiphany in that the character of Maximus is the gamer.
It's a very interesting take.
Because if you think about it,
yeah,
he is wandering.
He is just wandering.
Basically, somewhat part of multiple factions as you are in the game, because you stumble across them and you just kind of get involved.
Yeah,
when you have to, has the comical sidekick that's with him, that is the ghoul, which is an option throughout the game, and is just really kind of trying to find a purpose in this world.
Yeah,
which is what you do.
Yeah.
So he is the player.
It's a very interesting take.
Whereas Lucy, that's the story that's the story arc, right? That's the story arc that you're following.
Gotcha.
But I think Maximus is kind of like the wandering player, essentially. And I think they're trying to appeal to the different playing styles as the person who just follows the story, and then the person who does go off on the adventure.
I think that's yeah. I think that's a pretty good take. Not gonna lie. I think that it really also I feel like it also helps sort of encapsulate some of the decisions that are being made,
Mm-hmm.
because it really does feel like and maybe this is the case in a lot of shows and I just don't realize it because they're not video games also, but
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe I picked up on this just because I've played so much Fallout, is the way that they've kind of structured a lot of the stories and how things have progressed. It is very much like this could just be something that is happening in the game. Like
Yeah.
like there are fetch quests that they do in the show. Oh, Christy's got Christy says she's been getting annoyed at their BS because Lucy's bro got knocked out 3 episodes ago and they've left it at the same cliffhanger the entire time since.
Very
And
true.
and that's why I kind of wish that there was at least one
Another
more
episode.
episode of this season.
That whole part of the story
Mhm.
needs some time.
It needs some time or it's going to hit quick. But like it's going to be one of those sparks that, the thing that was going on over here,
Mm-hmm.
that's still been nobody really knows what's going on with that. And then there's this thing happening right here, but suddenly this ties directly into that, and that is a thing that just it like immediately gets taken care of,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
The thing
But I
about this
do think
season
that
that
there is a lot that still needs to unfold with that group.
yeah, and the one thing that's really bugged me, and I may have missed it,
Yeah.
is they've kind of shoehorned this backstory in of the woman who's the one-eyed woman who's the overseer,
Oh yeah, the Canadian spy.
the Canadian spot. Like they really kind of shoehorn that in because I don't really ever recall them initially making a connection of her being part of the initial group in the first season. I may have to go back and watch, but I don't think that was ever really there. And then they're like, "Oh, we could do something with this character." It seemed like.
I think I kind of felt that way too.
Mhm.
Because there was a part of me when her story was building this season, I was like, how did
How
she
did we
get
get
into this
here?
position?
Yeah.
Like, I know that she was pregnant in season 1, and then I think her partner died,
Yeah, killed by the Raiders
killed by the Raiders, and then there was this whole buildup with her eventually becoming the overseer or whatever.
in
And I was
chat.
like, I was in fucking Chet.
Chat is wonderful.
He's such a pussy.
He is one of my
He
favorite
is.
characters because even at this latest episode, and we're getting into it because fuck it, he was ready to back down.
He was.
He was ready to back down. I couldn't believe it.
He was. He failed his fucking charisma check is what he did.
Yes, he did. 100%.
Luckily,
That's what
he
that
failed his
was.
charisma check, but
Yep.
luckily he had one more piece of ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled out
Mm-hmm.
that he found that optional ID quest.
Yep.
Yep. Like this Chet is her favorite too.
We were just watching it. We're just like, poor Chat. Like his life.
I've
He just wants
wanted
to fuck
like
his cousin.
this. That was a thing. This oh my god, the whole incest angle this
That was
season
terrible.
is just
Poor lady wants her citizenship.
that's literally what it is.
Yep.
Infiltrate the US, infiltrated Vault Tech somehow.
I do
And
like
then
that it's like you can't be human because they're Americans.
yeah, don't treat them like people, treat them like Americans. I was like,
Americans, yeah. Fuck.
fuck.
That right
Gosh.
now, of all times,
It's like, oh,
fucking hits,
like
man.
it's not us. We're promise we're not the problem. But yeah, I think it was like if her story was just kind of tacked on recently, I could see them wanting to expand the vault life a little bit more because it is sort of like, okay, once everybody's gone from the vault, like what is there to really
Mm-hmm.
focus on, essentially? I mean, hopefully we learn more about the actual goal of the vault, and
Which we will, because
which
there's
we
some
will.
sort of experiment involved. I do have to stop you because we didn't talk about this last week, and I
Okay.
have to talk about this
Okay.
because I fucking loved this.
Mhm.
It's one of my most favorite things of television within the past 5 years.
Okay. This is
Not this past episode, but the previous episode.
mhm.
The Uranium Fever Sequence was so wonderful.
Mm.
Like, the choreography, the way that it was shot, just the overall dream sequence-esque-ness of
Mhm.
this is what this man who is running a support group for inbreeding. What the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, but that sequence was so well done and so
Mhm.
fun
Yeah.
and not the show at all,
Mhm.
but it fits so well.
Right.
That's why it was so good.
Well, I think it all also harkened back to before all the shit went down in the vault.
Mhm.
Like everybody just like it because it really does seem like everybody just wants to go back to their
Before the Raiders came.
before the Raiders, living like lemmings.
Mhm.
But the thing about that scene, we're watching it and they're, I see the dancing and stuff, and then the fever slowly starts to turn back into reality,
Yeah.
and you start to see what's going on. I was like so enthralled that I didn't know what was happening after the fact. I was just like, wait, what? Hang on.
And then he doesn't really know
Oh,
how to play the piano.
he doesn't really know how to play the piano. People are only there for the snacks.
For the snacks, and that's it.
Oh my god! And it's just like they do. Like they just want to live a simple life.
Yep.
They just want to know which way to go, left or right.
Yep. And they don't wanna make that decision.
They don't want to make that decision. And I
Mm-mm.
think ultimately that is the goal of the vault.
Mhm.
It is to play with these different, like interpersonal dynamics. And I pitched this to Christy as a
Mm.
possibility of what the true intention of the vault is. It's simply to continue reproduction and to see how far they can go. Like
Mm.
how far or how long they can keep everything running because you have that entire vault just filled with cryopods,
Right. To be
which they're only
overseers.
the who? What?
To be overseers eventually. That's the idea, is that the management will become the overseers.
Right. But you don't have but like there's still all of like those like there's all the workers
Mhm.
that the brother released,
Right, yeah, yeah. Which
which
I feel like they were all meant everyone who was frozen
mhm.
was eventually meant to be an overseer so that somebody from Vault Tech was always in charge of the vault no matter what. They were just going to spread them out by lifetimes, essentially. Oh, did you freeze on me? I think you
What I was
froze on me.
thinking was they
Oh,
no, you froze. Oh, they were. Wait,
what?
we good?
What? Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
I'm here. Yeah. My take on it was like they have their management cryopods, like the people who are going to be like in charge of overseeing. But then you
Right.
have all of these other pods that are opening
Mhm.
with all like there was the one girl who was like, I literally started a week ago.
Which I don't buy.
You don't buy that?
Fuck no. How does someone who started a week ago get into the pod?
Because they're part of the plan.
I think
No?
she know. I think she knows more than she knows, or
Okay.
that she's letting on.
Well, here's my theory. They're basically going to have the 2 vaults that are currently active run as long as they can with the current population. And then at a certain point, they're going to introduce this whole new population to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then repopulate the vaults.
See, if they would get Bud out of the trash can, they could ask all these questions.
Yeah, but like, how come nobody took Bud?
Yeah, where's Bud?
Which Bud? I mean, like, can he?
He's not dead.
Can he be
He's
fixed?
just. I presume this was my thought process, and this was after I thought about the show for way too long.
Dude, I haven't stopped thinking about the show.
And it really got me thinking about, because really what all this is about, right, is the idea of uploading your consciousness to an artificial thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big part of the game.
So if you really think about it, for Bud is alive. His brain is alive. However, he is stuck in the trash can for the rest of eternity. Until maybe somebody gets him out. Which, like, at that point, was it worth it? Or should you just have died? If you have to spend all of eternity in a trash can, isn't that hell?
I mean, what were you going to do if you weren't
Unless you're
in the
Oscar
trash
the
can?
Grouch, I guess,
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't in the garbage can, what would you be doing?
I mean,
because I'm pretty sure all he was doing was like dusting and cleaning windows before.
Well, he was monitoring the pods and releasing people as they. He was basically being the overseer of the experiment.
Right.
His life's work of the experiment, he was overseeing it. Now his experiment is fucked, and he's in a trash can for all of eternity.
Yeah, it's not really worth it.
Should have just died.
Should have just died. Well, I mean, like, go out with a fighting chance, but don't put your brain in a machine, I guess, is where I'm going.
Well, what we're gonna find out with Mr. House, we're gonna see what his experience has been like, because he's been offline for a minute. Which I'm still waiting for Mr. Yes.
Well, he was there.
Mr. Yes?
Yes, man?
Yeah, Mr. Yes Man?
Yeah, he was there.
Where?
He was the robot laying in front of.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to turn on.
Oh yeah. He'll I would imagine
favorite.
I would imagine next episode.
I hope so. Now you said you've been playing.
Yes. Real quick before we jump off, because there's a couple things that I do want to touch upon real quick regarding the show before we get into my recent Fallout New Vegas playthrough. I'll go with this one first. It is amazing to me that this show and the people who are funding it and the people who are producing it can turn Walton Goggins into a ghoulish looking creature with some silicone and paint, little clay, little touch of CGI for the nose.
Sure, yeah.
And make him look great. Make him look convincible. But you can't just simply slap some makeup on Kyle MacLachlan to de-age him 20 years.
No.
Can we stop with the fucking deep fake facial de-aging technology? Because what they're doing to Homeboy's face and like in those, callback shots and,
it's not great. Like it's
not great.
It's so noticeable.
Yeah. Like, you made a Deathclaw.
Which is fucking wild.
So huge.
when I saw it, I was like, oh, they're fucking bringing death claws into this fuck.
Yeah, you made a death claw. You got a fucking hellebird flying around. You got a fucking Brotherhood of Steel and power armor. You can't just put a little makeup on Kyle MacLachlan and make him look a little bit younger. He's not that old, number one.
He's a good-looking man.
He's a good-looking man. Also, you can just recast. You can just say, this is him. And get a guy and dress him up like, he's in Twin Peaks. It'll be fine. We're already suspending disbelief. But when you have a fuzzy, it's weird. It's smooth yet fuzzy all at the same time. I don't know how they do it this bad. Like it is literally one of those things where like it just irks me. Like the deep fake de-aging technology that they're continually using in movies and shows, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Listen,
You've built an entire world, an entire landscape with the computer, and it looks beautiful, but you can't just fucking just use some filler or some shit. I don't know.
Like Hayden Christensen replaced that kid in episode 1. So like you can do it.
Yeah. It can work, I guess.
It worked out for Hayden. Not so much for the kid.
But yeah, but like that's only that is more or less one major criticism I have. Because it's just lazy. It's just like just fucking
spend the money.
Spend the money to make it look a little bit better. So there's that. But also, I forgot the other point I was gonna make. Yeah, I forgot the point I was gonna make.
I do think that they've done an excellent job before we get into your gameplay.
Yeah.
Of the one thing that Fallout does so well is that there is no obvious right choice.
Yep.
That's the thing that they do so well. Is that unlike other, like I think of like Knights of the Old Republic, like, right, where there's an obvious, like you could do the good thing or you could do the bad thing.
Right.
Where in Fallout, sometimes you think you're doing the right thing, but boy, howdy, is it not the right thing.
It's not the right thing.
And with this past episode with the mind control device, and that's what I think this whole vault experiment is they're presenting different ways of how to control people.
Yeah.
And so whether it's, the lemmings in Vault 33 or it's the fucking mind control device, they're trying to figure out what is the best way to control people. And I think what we're going to find out in this next episode is Lucy can turn off the device.
Well, it's that lady's head. That was the other thing I was going to bring up.
The lady's head?
The lady's head.
What do you think about that?
Christy had a really good take on this. And Christy, as I'm doing this lead up, if you're listening, feel free to just drop it in there real quick.
Drop it so you get credit.
So yeah, so she gets credit. Something in the last episode with her, like she seemed very out of place in a way, because we originally saw her at the VA event and was very like just seemingly unprepared, well underfunded, in all this stuff. And then she's in Vegas, she gets arrested, fella guy bails her out, has a conversation with her, and it just seemed like she was very much presenting herself while with the same monotone droning on voice and all of that. Just seemed like a little bit more like up for action, I guess. Like it's suddenly like, oh, the president's here. Oh, would you be willing to give it directly to him?
Oh, she's a plant.
I think she's a plant.
She's 100% a plant.
I think
But
she's.
and this is what I think.
Mhm,
I think she's a plant, but she
mhm,
doesn't know she's a plant. And I think the reason that she is hooked up to the machine and she is the brain that they're all emulating,
mhm,
is that she is the person that Henry
mhm.
believes has the best intentions.
Oh, she's the one that oh,
Or
okay.
Hank, yeah, whatever his
Well, yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah, yeah.
dude is. He believe because previous in the episode, he said, "I was gonna finish the work that you started," which really was that she was the one trying to do the most good, right?
Mhm,
Or at least presented that way in public. So
mhm.
he's using her brain to do the most good to these people. However, she's a pawn. And that's what these people end up being, is pawns.
And that is something that is a take that I've heard.
Christy, this is her take, not yours. So we're
Yep,
gonna
this
give
is her
Christy
take.
credit right here.
Yep. She said, well, she thinks the president is potentially a synth because
Mm,
that was a theory that I brought up is maybe she is a synth retaining all of this information. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't think that the synth technology was really up to par at this point in the world.
they haven't introduced it yet in the
They
world,
haven't introduced it yet.
and
But
it's such a big part.
the reason why I thought synth was because at first it looked like they had like diodes plugged directly into her head,
Right,
which it was just that helmet that House was wearing in like the episode or two prior.
right.
But yeah, she was saying like maybe the president could be a synth, or she or the congresswoman is in cahoots with the woman who wanted God, why can't I think of his fucking
The one that wanted to kill the house.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Um let's see. God, why can't I fucking I can't remember shit. But yeah, like the woman that essentially got Cooper Howard to spy on House.
Yeah.
She was Christy was saying that like potentially that woman is working with this congresswoman in
Mm.
some capacity. I think a lot of that is possible. I don't think that there's necessarily any one wrong answer,
Mm-mm.
but I also don't think there's any one right answer. I think that there are multiple angles this could be tied into because it, a lot of stuff seems to be tied together.
It
The
it
more and more we go on in this story.
The thing that surprised me the most, though,
Mhm.
and the thing that really this is the reason I thought we're not even remotely close to being
Oh yeah.
done with the backstory,
Mhm.
is I was absolutely not expecting Cooper's wife to turn.
What do you mean to
So, she gave him the power to give to the president.
right?
I thought that him confronting her would lead to them splitting, which
Oh.
did not happen. He actually convinced her to quote unquote do the right thing
Mhm.
and betray Vault-Tec,
Mhm.
which I did not see coming whatsoever. So we still have to get to a point where she is in a vault, her daughter is in a vault, and
Mhm.
homeboy didn't make it into a vault.
Well, I don't think we're out of the woods yet on the angle of her turning
Mm.
because my theory, and this was brought up a few times when I was looking on the internet for potential theories. My theory to this is the cold fusion diode that was just given to the president. The next group of people to get it is the Enclave. Which, for people who don't know, the Enclave, are essentially the antagonists in Fallout 2, Fallout 3, and I mean, there's a number of antagonists in Fallout 3. And there are remnants of them as a DLC pack in Fallout 4. But they are like the deep state government, military, and science operation.
Right.
They are the ones who created the FMV, the serum that essentially creates mutated people, animals. That's what Max's friend was injected with, who is not a ghoul.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's a ghoul.
What do you think?
I think he's going to be something else. But which, by the way, when his arm fell off, was so fucking funny because it was just like so deadpan.
Yeah.
And just so matter of fact. The other thing too, if you have a chance, and I would say like just people do this for fun, go back and rewatch this episode and just focus on Walton Goggins's facial expressions the entire time, especially as he's the ghoul, because the one thing I've started to notice is the ghoul has had a tendency to emote a little bit more.
Okay.
Like you can kind of catch him in a shit-eating grin, a state of pure fear and panic
with the death claws and everything.
With the death claws, like you see the PTSD in his eyes. You saw how he was going feral when he was stuck on the pole. Just like it, even this last episode, like when the guy goes up to him, he's just like, yeah, ghoul stuff. And he's talking to him, and then he pulls his shirt over, and there's that little fucking mouth growth. Yeah. When he looks at that, the look in his eyes is like, brother, I don't think you know what you are.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be not a ghoul.
I could see that.
Because he's going to become not a ghoul. Yeah, I think he might become a super mutant or something else.
Yeah, but when his arm fell off, it's so good.
And then him picking it up and being like, no, I can figure this out.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
He's like shoving the gun in his pants. Also, like whoever is doing the power armor voice, like I don't know if it's just the actor themselves doing it and then they're modulating it all the same. Yeah. But the voice doing the power armor is so fucking silly. Because just like it is such a comedic reaction all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely pay attention to the ghoul's face because you're starting to see a lot more emotion coming through. Yeah. But yeah, I'm stoked for the next episode and sad that it's going to all be over. But
it is sad. Yeah.
Yeah. But in the meantime, and one of the things that's going to keep me going is this current replay-through of Fallout New Vegas, which I lied, apparently. And I did not realize that I lied because I said on last week's show that I hadn't played it in like a decade.
Sure.
Turns out I played it like 2 years ago. I completely forgot. Apparently, I don't know what it was. Either I did another playthrough or I did a half playthrough because I had I booted up the PS3.
Oh, okay. You went native.
Well, yeah. I'm playing it old school. Put it in the PS3. Booted it up, and I still had 2 saves that were from like 2022. No idea where they came from. And they were not and where they were saved. I was like, these are not where I was in the original game because I know how that
Mm.
ended up. So apparently I played it recently, completely forgot, started playing it again. It is a fine video game.
Mm.
It does not hold up as well as I wish it did.
Oh no.
No.
What's the issues?
Well, number one, it's still buggy as fuck.
Still,
Still.
they didn't bother.
I don't know. So I've yet to play it on the PC. I have it on my computer. I've yet to play it on the computer, so I don't know if that's any different. I know there are mods that are supposed to help with stability for the PC version. When I booted it up on the PS3, there was an update for the game. So I was like, oh shit.
All right.
Oh fuck, maybe they fixed it.
Yeah.
Man, I had like a group of Deathclaw coming out of a cave at me and immediately froze.
Oh no.
It froze like twice on fast travels. It froze in the middle of a mission. It's still very buggy, unfortunately. Also, I don't remember it being this empty.
Empty?
Like there's a lot of emptiness to the game. Like just in terms
that. Yeah.
Just in terms of like the land and like the environment around you, there's just like a lot of empty space.
I kind of remember running in the desert for a long time looking for something and never finding anything.
Yeah, and like very limited in terms of resources. So there's that. But like, I mean, it's still Fallout. Like it's still a fun game.
Sure.
I think I need to go through and do a little. I don't know if it's I got to do some work on the PlayStation to hopefully make it run better, or if I just got to completely transition into playing it on the computer. Yeah.
I remember I ruined the end of that game.
How did you ruin the end of the game?
I like killed one of the I think the like the Legion leader or something like that.
Yeah. You're supposed to. They're the bad guys.
No, I know that, but like there was like I think there were like 2 or 3 outcomes to the game.
Yes.
And I think I killed 2 of the outcomes of the game. And eventually it was just like,
yeah, that'll do it.
And then they were just like, yeah, here's what happened. I'm like, oh, it's over.
There's actually a few ways you can do it.
Okay. All right. I guess that's it.
I think there might be, I could be wrong, but I want to say that there might be 5 endings.
Oh, shit. Well, I was thinking about playing it again, but now I'm not going to because you say it's shitty. So, like, maybe I'll just start Fallout 4 again.
I would say Fallout 4 again. I did Fallout 4 last year. So fucking good, man. That game is so good. I
never beat it because of the weird angle it took.
Yeah, but it's just, yeah, whatever.
But after seeing the season, like that's just par for the course.
It's just par for the course. I say after you get to the turn, just play all chaotic. I say just do like a chaotic run from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the other thing Christian and I were talking about last night too was the possibility of remakes and remasters. Because they're coming out with that Fallout 4 upgrade or update. Let me see. It was.
Oh, they are? See, I don't even know this. It's news to me, folks.
Let's see. It is the Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, which has already come out apparently, and is currently 50% off on Steam.
Well, fuck.
Well, I mean, it is like a 10-year-old game, and they just did a patch and all that for the. Let me see.
Could this be a Kevgram stream?
I mean, I might do. If I do that, I'll do Fallout 76.
But why?
Because the Fallout 76 has gotten better by all accounts.
I know you were not happy with it.
Not happy with it originally,
I've never played, so
when I started to replay it, I want to say maybe like a year and a half ago, there were a lot of like the updates, and they added a lot more world building. They added NPCs,
okay.
and it was a lot more fun. I will say it was a lot more fun, and I kind of was on and off with that for a while.
Okay.
Okay, this anniversary edition, it comes with the game, all of the DLC expansion packs,
Okay.
and creation club items.
What does that mean?
Custom items that you can have in the game.
Okay.
I mean, I already have this, essentially.
Okay.
I've had that, so I'm just... Well, I mean, like everybody talks about fucking remasters and remakes and like how many damn Skyrim
Oh, for fuck's sake! Right.
remasters, redos did we get?
That's
And
not
now,
with the goddamn Animal Crossing.
and yeah,
Fucking
and like
update or whatever.
now they've got like a remaster of Fable coming out here soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
See, I
was
like Fable. That was good.
I mean, yeah, Christy's excited.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you like Fable, then the
See, it was an Xbox
Yeah.
thing, and like once
I
you
was
got
not
rid
an
of
Xbox
Xbox,
guy,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah. But it would be cool to see Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas remastered to sort of that Fallout 4 baseline,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in terms of graphics and playability. I would like a lot more content in both games if they do that.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I thought of too, which could be kind of cool, is if they remade the first two Fallouts in from a first person point of view.
Right, instead of the side scroller, right?
Instead of, well, because it's kind of like top down and then it's all like
Yeah.
grid based. I was like, if you
Right.
do a like first person version game of that, like
But
that
with
could
that
be fun
story, yeah.
with that story, or just give us like a complete upscale of the original games.
Right.
That would be cool too.
So
And
there you
just make
have it,
a new
folks.
goddamn game. I want a new Fallout.
New Fallout. Let's go.
Let's go.
Where you at?
It's been too long.
That's right. So, you know, there we are, folks. Like, we've
there
done
it
it.
is.
We've done it. We've
talk
seen
more about
it.
the finale next
Yeah,
next
stay
episode.
tuned. Next
Yeah.
week, watch the finale.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it together. Let's build this community.
Yeah.
We'll all be vault dwellers together.
Yeah. Next time you see me, I'll be in a vault.
You'll be in a vault, bagging your cousin.
No, we don't do that. God, no. Fuck. God, how dare you? How dare you, sir? This is not that kind of channel.
I mean, it's just for funs, as they say.
No.
Which is real weird.
No. And shame on Fallout for doing that. But that's also one of those things that you really don't hear about and think about in the games. It's like, oh yeah, it's been a few hundred years. Gross.
Ugh.
Take my chances on the surface.
Totally.
Anyways, we do this show each and every Wednesday night right here on youtube.com/BrainWreckTV. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to leave a comment down below and let us know your favorite episode of Fallout or game or
moment.
Or moment or just how, how's your week?
Yeah.
Is it going well?
Doing?
How are you doing?
How are you doing in this crazy fucking world?
Let us know below.
Let us know.
Yeah. Just be like,
because
I'm okay.
We care.
I care.
And I'm going to leave with this because I think this is the important thing that we learned about Fallout and in today's society. Look out for your neighbors.
Yeah.
Because you might need their help today, someday, and they may need yours.
Yeah.
So, as Jerry Springer once said, R.I.P. Take care of yourself and each other.
That's all I got.
So for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.
Peace.